Good morning, YouTube. Tuesday, March the 7th. Good morning, Miss Kitty. The wife said good morning. She said if I seen you on to tell you good morning. She's still laying down for another half hour. She's sending the love back to you, baby. Well, VONHELTON said they'd be out here Monday. Never showed up. No sheriff's department. No nothing showed up today. Or yesterday. Like I said, today is Tuesday. I didn't get on, Miss Kitty. I didn't get on yesterday. We had to do a few things around here and had to get some things done. So we got a few more things done around here. Yeah, exactly. That's why you missed us, because we wasn't here. Hey, VONHELTON, I got something to ask you, buddy. Did he literally tell everybody that he has a 2 degree in real estate law? Well, buddy, I'm glad he didn't pay that scholarship off, because they sure in the hell didn't teach him anything. It has to be a lie, people, because he knows nothing about real estate law. Yeah, it sounds like you're a busy beaver this morning. Yeah, the wife gave me permission to get on as long as I keep my voice low. Let her rest a little bit longer. Hey, Vaughn, have you ever heard of perjury? It's something that somebody does in court when you're sworn in and they lie on the stand. Well, I got a surprise for you coming real quickly here. You lied on the stand about a lot of different things. And I've sent the videos to the judge, so good luck with that. For a man that's starving, every video that you've put out in the last year, you're eating in it. How can you be starving if you're eating? Duh. And VONHELTON, I do know the sheriff's not going to put my stuff in his trunk and take me to no bus station. 2, they set my stuff out to the curb. Sorry about your luck. You know a lot about real estate, don't you? Yeah. Remember, this 6th grader is now showing you up. Our electric was off for about 3.5, 4 hours. I'd say almost 4 hours. But we survived it. I got over 100 candles in this house. I got at least 15 or 20 lights that run off batteries. Them double A's and triple A batteries, we light them up. It lights the house up. We can walk through. How long was his electric off? That I do not know, Kitty. I do not know how long his was off. Mine was off for about 4 hours. We figured the wind must blew one of the lines down because I mean we had 70-mile-an-hour winds come through here. You can see I was scared one of the trees were going to start climbing down the hills. Yeah, with no electricity, he can't microwave his meals exactly because he sure don't know how to cook on the stove. And as you know, my stove is all electric. So we couldn't cook. Good thing is we have lunch meat and cheese and bread and Miracle Whip sitting in that refrigerator. I got a brand new barbecue grill out in the back with the full tank of fuel, so cook on the grill. I got Coleman lanterns. I got them lanterns that you put oil in them and you light them up like they used to use in the olden days. I got a few of them too. I'm prepared for emergencies. My water goes off, I got 20 gallons of water sitting on the back porch, ready to be drank. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's real nice to have a fireplace, Miss Kitty. You know, if I was as rich as Von Hilton says, people, I'd be having my house running off solar or off the wind power. Forget the electric company. I want natural gas being pumped out of my mountain where I don't have to pay for it. I wouldn't mind having the water coming out of the mountain too. That way I don't have to pay for that. The only thing I'll have to pay for is my phone, internet, and cable. Good morning, Jeffrey. Yep, Big Larry's in the house this morning. It's Tuesday. Let me sit on up. Make sure y'all see. Yeah, you didn't miss much, Jeffrey. He put a video out a couple days ago saying that I'll be out by Monday. Well, here's Tuesday. Well, yeah, but that's where the solar lights and the windmills would, give me power. I hear they got solar energy right now running towns. The whole town, not just someone's house, the whole town. All I have to do is have sunlight or the wind, and your house is fully powered. I'd like to have them both backups. If one ain't working, the other one will be. Yeah, I'd like to have it where I don't pay no bills at all. Maybe property taxes and my telephone, internet, and cable, if that's what we decide we want. The only reason I would really need the phones are the 911s because we don't talk to people on the phone. I mean, we talk to our kids, that's it, maybe once or twice a week. I do that here on the computer. Yeah, see, and I've heard something like that too, Kitty. So that would be really wonderful. You power your own house and you sell electric to the electric company. I don't know what they pay, but if they pay good enough, you can literally pay your property taxes with what you got coming in. Von Hilton says I have not paid rent since I've been here. Well, we dug up some of the rent receipts for when I do go to court. Me saying this place is rat, mouse, roach, ants, spiders, everything. Any bug you can think of, snakes. They're around here. They're here. And he says it's all my fault. No, Von Hilton. See, I'm not stupid like you. I have rent receipts, and I also have the receipts where I paid for stuff. Do you understand that? When there was work done on your mama's house, or my house, or even your water lines when Joe crawled up under it and fixed them last 3 years ago. I have receipts for everything. I'm not stupid like you, Von Hilton. I keep receipts. I keep bank statements. He says he filled the paperwork out over the Friday or Thursday and he sent them in. So, and he's taking everything I own. Imagine that. I'm sorry, Von Hilton. In the state of Ohio, Kentucky, or any other state, there ain't no way they can keep my personal belongings. City, I should have, and I did. I have receipts showing that I had gravel put in here. I had receipts showing that I had to have a new floor put in here. I got receipts when I put a piece of drywall up and had to paint the whole damn room up. I got receipts for everything I bought and including the workers because I paid them. I wrote what their pay was and had them sign it. You think I'm stupid, Vaughn? This sixth grader smarter than you, bitch. Try again. J Dubs. J Dubs. My brother's looking for you. Come out in the house and play. Yep. Your picture's been posted to him, buddy. Welcome to the real world. They cannot take my personal stuff. Exactly. Von Hilton want any of my personal stuff? I'll give him something personal on mine. I'll give him my 20-year-old boy and my 18-year-old son. He can't feed neither one of them. He can't roof neither one of them. He ain't going to control neither one of them. They'd whip his fucking ass. No, it came out of the rent money, City. I wasn't spending my own money. I was spending the rent money. And Miss Alice knew it. And I still got rent receipts from it. He says the bank accounts are phony. Well, I can prove that wrong. My name wasn't on the top of the account, Vaughn Hilton. Your mama's name was. And Vaughn Hilton, here's another one. I stole $2 million from your father, huh? Well, I got news for you. That $2 million, what am I keeping it in my house right here? I got $2 million in this house. Show me where. Because if I got it sitting in a bank account somewhere, guess what? Social Security number registers that I have $2 million in my bank account. What do you think Social Security Department, Disability Department is going to do about it? They're going to shut my Social Security check off on Hilton, saying I don't need it because I got $2 million sitting in the bank. You're retarded, Vaughn. Yeah, Miss Kitty, he didn't know. That's the point. He does not know. His mommy had a bank account. He closed it and put it his name. His mama and the fireman closed Irvy's name off it and put her name in the fireman's name. Irvy canceled that and put it back in his name. I took Miss Alice down to Social Security Department and ordered what we call the green card. So that means all her money is direct deposited into the green card, and she uses the green card to pay all bills. All. Because I cannot put money on the green card when I was collecting my rent and getting his dad's inheritance money, I had to open a bank account. I opened a bank account in Alice Hilton's name, with my name is authorized to be in it. In other words, I can write checks for her. I can use her credit card for her. I was power of attorney. I have receipts where all my rent monies went in there. I had the rent money when Carla's money went in there. I also got the receipts where the money came out to work on all these properties. Vaughn Hilton, you think that house got a brand new floor? The whole floor? For free? It don't. Your mom's got over $1,200 in wood on that floor, not counting the workers laying it. Vaughn Hilton, you don't know shit. Your rent went up to $400 a month. You never told me the rent was going up. You never even called me to tell me you were collecting rent. And I will let the judge know that. You think I watch your videos every day just because you say it on YouTube or on Odyssey that I'm supposed to hear it? Sorry, didn't. I don't troll you, little bitch, until you start running your mouth on me, and then people send me videos showing it. John Way, I'm not a pig. I'm a hog. Why don't you come over and play? I hope everyone's doing good on this week. It's March 7th, early morning. Everybody waking up, getting some stuff done. I mean, the bank account wasn't even here in Manchester, people. It wasn't in Oneida because Oneida don't have a bank. But it was close enough that her checks were being deposited there, her rent money was being put in there, and I can get into it and draw money if she needed it. You know, I'm not supposed to talk about shit, but I don't give a shit anymore. Fuck it. Go to jail, go to jail. Vaughn Hilton, why did you walk home to call the hospital? Why did you walk home to call the ambulance for your mother? Why didn't you just use your mom's phone, or you didn't know how to dial 911? You know, and when I talk to them people again, I'm going to ask them about that. Because I got it on film that you walked out of that house and went to your house and dialed 911 instead of walking 2 feet and picking up her phone and dial 911. Yeah, see, you have no excuses. I think it's just like all these people say. You left her there. You really did, Vaughn Hilton. Well, he literally cannot. All he can do is give me a piece of paper to go to court. Vaughn Hilton exaggerates, people. I know what eviction notices are. We had to do it with Vaughn Hilton one time, remember? When Uncle Little Jim was going to throw him out? The sheriff has to bring me a piece of paper to send me to the courthouse. I will go in front of the judge and she will make the decisions on what's going on. And with me being elderly, with well, not fully elderly, with me being disability, with a teenage boy's son still in the house, I'm gonna get a few more days. Vaughn Hilton ain't gonna get nothing. Maybe, maybe not 4 acres. I want to be. Yeah, that's it. He changes his stories all the time. 92-year-old woman making a pallet on the floor. I wonder whoever came up with that saying, a pallet on the floor. You say a pallet on the floor, I'm thinking of a bunch of pieces of wood laying down there, a pallet. Yeah, and he went over and fed the dogs too, so that means he had to go in his house, grab the bag, go outside, dump it, close the bag, take it back in the house, then go back over to his mama's, if that's when he did. That's a whole 10 minutes there. He couldn't have fed the dogs after his mommy was okay. He couldn't call the ambulance before he fed the doggy. The doggy was more important than calling an ambulance for his mother. A lot of it don't make sense to me, people. Von Hilton, let's see what the judge thinks about you threatening to put her in jail or prison. Because she got that one too. They already are 4 acres. It's the Adult Protection Center is all involved. Yep, Zach, that's the way I look at it, Dragon Jim. He seen her laying on the floor, and the first thing that clicked to his mind is, yeah, I'm getting the money soon. I still got that bet that he ain't even been up there to see his mom's graveyard yet, the gravestone. I still got a bet saying he hasn't. Von Hilton, you might not have been a bad dad if you would have showed your kids more attention and not lock them in the bathroom or the bedrooms or send them to your mother's all the time. If you would have spent time with your kids instead of on the, if you would spend as much time with your kids as you did on this computer, you might have been a good father. But you didn't. The computer was more important than going out there and feeding your kids. This computer was more important than your mother. This computer was more important than your wife. I got news for you. My kids, my wife, my mother, they all come before my computer time. Yeah, exactly. You say we don't know you, Von Hilton? Well, hell, we know what you say. Remember, you're the truthful. You say everything truthful, remember? Well, how many lies you want me to tell you we've caught you in? Over 100? So, Von Hilton, the world is square, huh? Well, how can somebody go around the world if it is square? Wouldn't they fall off? Duh. And you say, I'm a dumb sixth grader? Well, you're a dumb 12th grader. You're a graduate from high school and 2 years of college degrees and all that. And I'm still smarter than you. At least I know the earth is not flat, it is round. You know, well, if it's flat, it's got to be square, right? That don't make sense to me, people. So you're telling me if I went to California and went across the whole United States of America, got in the ocean and started going toward Greenland and all them there, that I would fall off the planet? Vaughn says he can't lie but worships a false god. Yeah, there you go. You know, do I believe in other gods? Do I believe there are other gods? No, I don't. I believe there's only one God. And I could be wrong. And like I said, I'm only a sixth grader. I mean, the first commandment is do not believe in no other, or do not worship no other God besides me. So he admitted saying that there are other gods. But what do we call gods? Money, drugs, alcohol, the world could be a drug. I would hit the glass. So really, we're just a bunch of pheasants stuck in a glass dome, huh? We must be pheasants. Yeah, there you go. You know, I'll admit to everybody, I don't care. I'm not that smart. I'm street smart. I might not be book smart, but I am street smart. Put me out in the woods and I can survive. I can't say the same for Von Hilton. Put me out on the streets. I will survive. Because I know how. Yeah, there's a lot of questions asked about that 4 acres. When you start talking about the world is square or flat. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of questions to be asked. Someone tells me the earth is flat. I ain't planning on doing no big long show yet today. I just wanted to do maybe a little quick hour show or something. Something to do until the wife woke up. Get her up and get her shot and everything and make sure she eats her breakfast. Thinks she wants to run uptown today and get some bread, so we're gonna have some of that seasoned chicken tonight for dinner. Wife laid it out, so we get to try what it tastes like. Vaughn can't get over nothing. You know, he thinks everybody tells the truth all the time. He literally says that he's got a video me saying that I personally, out of my own mouth, said that Von Hilton's mom gave me, or I took and sent 3 of my kids to college. Y'all hear that? I want to see the video, for one. Two, What 3 kids of mine has went to college? I've only got one that's ever went to college, and he's in there right now. Von Hilton, one word of warning, and this is clear as day. I personally would not speak about my older 2 boys because Jacob don't play games. Jacob will come down here and stomp your ass and not even think about it twice. And he's old enough. He is married with 2 children, and you want to run your mouth on him, go for it. Because I know what's going to happen. So please run your mouth. Show me the video that I said that all 3 of my kids are going to college. Because I got 2 of them that's already too old to go to college, Von Hilton. One's married and has 2 children, and the other one's already working. He does something that you don't do. Work. And hell, I'll even tell you where he works. Hello, Amazon. Vaughn ain't going over no mountain. He can barely get through his front yard. Honey, 737. Amazon is a great place to work. I don't know. I've never worked for them, but my kids do. You know, people say there ain't no work out there. That's baloney. Even if you have to go work in a fast food restaurant. One of my sons, works for McDonald's. He does a 4-hour shift at McDonald's, turn around, walks across the street, changes uniforms, and works for Wendy's for another 4 hours. You do what you got to do to pay the bills. My boys are both about getting that same price there too, Jim. I got one making just a hair more than that. But he's been with them for quite a while, so. Yeah. Von Helton is a disease. Yeah, there ain't no way for one. Hell, he can't even. He said no. See, you're wrong, Freddie. It was 3 jobs, and I've already called him out on it. Yeah. If he had 15 jobs at once, yeah, probably sucking off the football team. Sorry, honey, you wasn't supposed to hear that. Good morning. She's here. She's doing her housework. She's listening, but not watching. Why did you want to poke your face in? I was going to say, you might want to take your shot. Well, no, you still got about 15, 20 minutes. She was asking about you, Miss Kitty. Well, if Vaughn can work 24/7, 365, why does he need EBT? Well, that was 30 years, 40 years ago he did that 4 acres. Nowadays he can't do nothing. Freddie, and that's what I'm saying. He's had probably 3 jobs his whole life. Yeah, Miss Kitty, I think she was just coming in to wave hi at you. I told her you were probably doing housework, but you're listening here. I'll bet you they did, Dragon Jim. The wife's coming in the picture, people.
Hello, guys. How are you doing? I just want to say hi, Miss Kitty.
There's Miss Kitty throwing the hearts.
Okay, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later, okay? Or maybe
Morning.
tomorrow. Okay, see you guys. Ronnie Ray, if you're listening or
He's not here yet.
If you ever get on, sending you love.
Those ain't socks to get that swelling down. Those are support ankle socks. We know what all that is. Yeah, please, hon.
Did you take your...
No, I ain't taking my meds yet. Oh, honey, it's before 8 o'clock. I usually don't take them till 9:10.
I take mine at 7.
I know what time you take yours. But me and you are different. I got to get a cup of coffee or two in me before I take mine. Larry, do you ever cook and clean the house? No, I do not. Not no more. I used to when I was able to get up and work. Vaughn might want to invent in a rope on a soap. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely needs to. She's dropping the law on you. You better listen to her. Who, my wife? I do, Freddie. I listen to my wife very well. That's why we've been together 21 years. Oh, so if you were able body, you would? Yes. Yes, I would. I love to cook. I am the one that taught my wife how to cook. Baby, I taste your cooking when we got together. Like I said, I taught you how to cook. Well, yeah, you're right. I ain't the only one. Yeah, my family did help. I mean, she helped my mom cook and learned. She's helped Millie cook and learn. She's helped Ronnie and Marcia cook and learn. They are. They are, girl. They are. I wouldn't say I got my best dish. What do I like? Spaghetti and meatballs, lasagna, chili. I'm happy with almost any food. I've had a lot of people brag about my spaghetti and meatballs. I mean, I got this one person that, oh, I don't like spaghetti and meatballs, blah, 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 blah. They've came over and they've tried my spaghetti and meatballs and loved them. Hell, I've had someone come over and say they don't like deer meat. I made deer meat 2 days in a row and she ate both days. And, oh, yeah, I don't like deer meat. Well, honey, you're eating Bambi right now. Oh, you're lying. You're lying. Look in the garbage can. Look at the wrapper it's in. It says exactly what it is. Back straps of Bambi. And there are some people like that, Freddie. Be honest, people, my stepdad is the one that taught me. It's where it wasn't my mother, it was my stepdad. I personally would say I think it's because I spent more time with my stepfather than I did my mom. My mom would work night shifts and I go to school. When I come home from school, mom is just getting up, throwing dinner together, and getting ready to go to work. Then when my stepdad went to work, that left me in control. I'm the oldest of the household. That's home. So I had to take care of my brothers and sisters. When I was growing up, the job my stepdad had, I wanted that job. Might be a lonely man's job, even though he wasn't lonely. He had a wife and kids, but to me, it'd be kind of a lonely man job, but he made some good money. Real good money. He worked for the Great Lake Freighters. They'd haul coal from Toledo to Wisconsin and up in Canada and all that. He worked on the ships. He was on a few different ones. They called him a gateman. He was a gateman on the coal boats. He brings somewhere like 7,000 on the 10th, 6 or 7,000 on the 20th, and anywhere from 8 to 12,000 on around the first of the month. So he got 3 checks a month. He come in town, be in town maybe 8, 10, 12 hours at the most, long enough to go home and knock off the wife a little bit, stop at the bank, get a couple $100 worth of change, stop at the store, grab 4 or 5 cases of pop, and back on the boat he went. Yeah, that was good money back then. But you got to remember, it's also life threatening. Every time he went out, you never know if he's ever coming back or not. Yeah, so he's making, a couple $1,000s every 10 days. And he says he only worked 8 hours. And usually the cook, he was like a restaurant cook. He would cook almost anything for them. They didn't have to have one certain meal. I mean, you got 45 guys on a ship. Can't go nowhere, and that cook cooks 45 different meals if he has to. Some people say it's not a dangerous job. Tell the Edward Fitzgerald that. I think at least half of you guys have heard of that. If you're from the United States, I know you have heard of the Edward Fitzgerald. That's some hot coffee there. Yeah, it's probably better money now, but who knows? I mean, they're starting to slow the coal companies down, so somewhere around there. Mommy didn't make as much, but mommy was home every night. My mom used to make. I didn't say can it or bottle it or anything. My mom used to make the Hunt's ketchup. She was a worker for Beatrice Hunt Wesson Foods. Her job was to make the ketchup. She said they'd make 6 to 8 batches every single night. And when I'm talking batches, I'm talking a lot, people. That ain't like 2 or 3 bottles. That's like 2 or 3 thousand bottles per order. No, they don't have him yet, but they'll get him. But they do have parades through here. Not Oneida, but Manchester does, Boonville does, Beattiesville does. Beattiesville has even got the Willy Worm Festival. People catch the willy worms and they take it over there and they put it on a piece of string and see what willy worm gets to the top first. No, I'm not evicted yet. He said the sheriff was coming out yesterday, never showed up. I expect him today. He used to be. Yeah, Hines is okay. I prefer neither one, to be honest. Well, it's going to happen sooner or later, and I'm already expecting it, so I'm not really. No, he never did 4 acres. I heard he did a video on here saying, or on Google or wherever he's at, saying that my rent was going up to $400 a month and that I had to pay rent. But I never seen that video. On what, February 10th or 12th, he put a piece of paper on my door saying to vacate the property. Well, I hate to tell him, to have me evicted, he has to take me to court. Honey, it is shot time. It's been an hour, people. Big Larry's going to step off here, make sure she gets her shot. I've been checking her shots lately. She's having blindsided where the numbers ain't looking right to her, so I got to make sure they're all done right. And eat breakfast. Y'all have a good day. Peace out.